For years he promised it. For years it kept slipping. Delayed, teased, promised again, delayed again. And now quietly, without the fanfare you'd expect from a project this ambitious, it's actually here. Elon Musk just turned X into something the platform has never been before. Not just a place to post, argue, and scroll. A place to bank, a place to get paid, a place to pay your bills and move real money, all without ever opening a separate app. And buried inside the fine print of this launch is a detail most headlines are glossing over completely. One that changes how you should think about what this actually is. Stick with me, because this is bigger than another Musk announcement, and it's rolling out to real users right now. Let's start with what just happened, because the timeline here matters. On July 27th, XMoney began rolling out in the United States. Not a demo, not a beta, locked away for a handful of employees, an actual nationwide rollout available starting with Premium and Premium Plus subscribers. If you've paid for X's subscription tier, you may already be seeing this feature appear inside the app right now. The company's own announcement described it simply. Your money on the world's most powerful network. That's the pitch. Not a new app to download, not a separate login. Your existing X account, the one you already use to scroll and post, quietly turning into a financial account too. So what can you actually do with it? According to X's own description of the service, subscribers can send money to other X users directly, receive money, and request it, all through someone's X handle, the same way you'd tag someone in a post. You can link an external bank account. You can receive direct deposits, meaning your actual paycheck could land in your XMoney account instead of a traditional bank. You can pay bills directly through the platform. You can transfer funds by wire. You can even mail a physical check, all from inside the app. And tied to the whole system is a Visa debit card, letting you spend the money sitting in your XMoney balance out in the real world, at a register, online, anywhere Visa is accepted, without ever needing to move it somewhere else first. Now here's the detail that deserves way more attention than it's getting. And it's the part that should reshape how you understand this entire launch. XMoney is not a bank. Elon Musk did not just open a bank. X itself has no banking charter, no FDIC insurance of its own, none of the regulatory infrastructure that makes a bank a bank. Instead, XMoney is built on top of an existing licensed financial institution called Cross River Bank, a New Jersey-based lender that already quietly powers the backend for a whole list of fintech apps you've probably used or at least heard of. X is essentially renting the banking rails and slapping its own branding on top. Your actual deposits sit at Cross River, not at X itself, and because of that arrangement, those deposits are FDIC insured up to $250,000, the same federal protection that covers a normal checking account at your neighborhood bank. That's a meaningful and honestly reassuring detail, because it means if X the company ever ran into serious trouble, your actual money isn't just sitting exposed inside a social media platform with no safety net. But it also means XMoney isn't some radical reinvention of banking from scratch. It's a slick, deeply integrated front end wrapped around a traditional banking partner working quietly behind the curtain. To understand why this moment matters so much, you have to go back and look at just how long Musk has been promising exactly this. This isn't a spontaneous idea he had last month. Back in October of 2023, not long after he'd taken over Twitter and rebranded it as X, Musk described his vision on an internal all-hands call in strikingly ambitious terms. He said that when he talks about payments, he doesn't just mean sending $20 to a friend, he means someone's entire financial life. Money, securities, whatever it involves, all living on one platform, to the point where, in his words, you won't even need a separate bank account anymore. That is an enormous claim, and at the time it sounded like classic Musk, a huge, sweeping vision with an uncertain, distant timeline attached to it. And that uncertain timeline is exactly what played out. In early 2025, X's then CEO Linda Yaccarino announced that Visa had signed on as the very first partner for what was being called the XMoney account, with a launch promised later that same year. Before that, back in 2023, the team had actually been confident the whole thing would be live by 2024. It wasn't. The project quietly slipped quarter after quarter, the way a lot of ambitious tech promises do when the messy reality of banking regulation collides with a bold public timeline. By early 2026, Musk confirmed the service was already running in a closed internal beta, restricted to employees and a small group of testers. Then in March, he announced early public access would begin, as he put it, as soon as next month, though notably without committing to an exact date. That access gradually widened through the spring, first to a limited invite list, then to a broader beta test that had been quietly running since late June. And now, finally, after roughly 3 years of promises, delays, and incremental teasing, XMoney has crossed the finish line into an actual nationwide rollout for paying subscribers. Part of why it took this long comes down to something that has nothing to do with app design or marketing and everything to do with plain bureaucratic grind. Operating anything resembling a money transmission service in the United States requires securing individual licenses, state by state, from regulators who each have their own rules, their own paperwork, and their own timelines. X spent roughly 2 years steadily working through that exact process, eventually securing money transmitter licenses across more than 40 states and ultimately covering most jurisdictions across the entire country before this rollout could even begin. That's not a glamorous part of the story, but it's the actual reason this launch took years instead of months. You cannot simply flip a switch and let millions of people move real money through your platform without the underlying legal groundwork already fully in place. Now, why is Musk doing any of this in the first place? Why turn a social media platform into a financial one? The honest answer is that this has always been part of the plan, dating back to before he even owned Twitter. Musk has openly and repeatedly pointed to WeChat, the massive Chinese super app, as his model for where he wants X to eventually land. In China, WeChat isn't just a messaging app. It's the infrastructure an enormous share of the population uses for chatting with friends, paying for groceries, splitting a bill at dinner, and managing daily financial life, all bundled into one single application. Musk has talked for years about wanting X to eventually function the same way in the West, a true everything app where posting, messaging, and now banking all live under one roof, so there's simply no reason to ever leave. And there's a nice bit of circularity to this too, because decades ago, long before Twitter, long before Tesla, long before SpaceX, Musk actually co-founded an early online payments company called XCom, back during the original dot-com boom. That company eventually merged with a rival and became what we now know as PayPal. And it's where Musk first cut his teeth in digital payments and financial technology. In a very real sense, launching XMoney brings him back to almost exactly where his career in tech originally started, just with a vastly bigger platform and a vastly bigger vision attached to it this time. Of course, a launch this significant hasn't happened without serious scrutiny, and it's worth being upfront about that too, rather than only covering the highlight reel. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and other lawmakers on Capitol Hill have already raised pointed questions about whether existing financial regulations are actually equipped to properly protect consumers as social media companies increasingly push into full-blown banking services. It's a fair question. X is a platform with a documented history of content moderation controversies, misinformation battles, and rapidly shifting policies since Musk took over. Handing that same company a growing role in people's actual paychecks and daily bill payments understandably makes some regulators nervous. And it's a conversation that's very likely to keep intensifying, not fade away, as XMoney's user base grows. In response to that scrutiny, X has stated that the platform incorporates passkey authentication, advanced security tools, and Visa's existing fraud protection systems, positioning the security architecture as comparable to what you'd expect from any established banking app. Whether that satisfies skeptical lawmakers over the long run remains very much an open question. It's also genuinely worth asking who XMoney is actually built to compete with, because the answer tells you a lot about how ambitious this move really is. On the peer-to-peer side, it's clearly designed to go head-to-head with apps like Venmo and Cash App, tools that have become deeply embedded in how especially younger Americans casually split a bill or send a friend money instantly. But XMoney is explicitly reaching further than that. With direct deposit support, bill pay, wire transfers, and a Visa debit card all bundled together, it's positioning itself as a genuine everyday banking alternative, not just a casual payment app on the side. That's a dramatically bigger swing than the fact that it's arriving nested inside a social media platform millions of people already open multiple times a day, gives it a kind of built-in distribution advantage that a brand new standalone fintech startup could genuinely only dream of. So what does all of this actually mean for you right now if you're someone with an X account or someone simply watching from the sidelines? First, if you're a premium or premium plus subscriber, this feature may already be either live for you or arriving very shortly. So if you go looking, don't be surprised to actually find it inside the app. Second, remember clearly what this product technically is under the hood. It is not X operating as your bank. It is X providing the interface, while Cross River Bank handles the actual regulated banking infrastructure quietly behind the scenes, with your deposits protected by standard FDIC insurance up to $250,000, exactly like a traditional account. And third, keep a close eye on the regulatory conversation happening in Washington around this, because how lawmakers ultimately choose to respond to social platforms, expanding this deeply into daily banking, could shape not just XMoney's future, but the future of every other tech company almost certainly watching this exact rollout and quietly considering doing the very same thing. Musk has spent years describing his vision for the Everything app, and for a long time, it existed mostly as a promise, a slide in a pitch deck, a quote from an all-hands call. That promise just became a real, functioning product that people are using today. Whether XMoney actually becomes the financial backbone of an entire platform the way WeChat did in China, or whether it ends up as just one more feature quietly sitting inside an app people mostly use to argue about the news, is genuinely still an open question. But the fact that we're now debating that question with a live, working product in front of us instead of another delayed promise tells you something important all on its own. This story isn't finished, it's just getting started, and it's worth watching closely. If this kind of story matters to you, the kind that cuts through the hype and actually tells you what's real, hit subscribe so you don't miss what comes next.